Hey, what's going on guys? Mark back in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. Right, what we're going to do on this little video is we're going to get away from the breeding today, and we're going to get on. I'm going to make a nice little coconut hide for the bench tank, because I've got some shrimp in there as well. I've moved a couple of corries and different things into the tank, and it'd be nice for them, and a nice little place for them to hide, as well as the other fish as well. So I've got a coconut there which is still completely intact, okay, and if you look on the front, you've got that lovely little smiley face there, guys. So what I'm going to do is I've got my hole saw. Now if you haven't used these before on glass, they're amazing little tools, because they've got diamond edges to them, industrial diamond edges to them. They're very, very easy. You can touch them on your hands and stuff. It's not going to cut you like a proper hole saw would, or the ones with the teeth that go through metal and wood. So you haven't got to worry about that. But they cut through wood very, very quickly as well, and through coconut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a nice little hole right through the side of this one, I think, because I want to keep it upright on the bottom. I've got some nice Riccia and Anubis Nana, which I'm going to put on it as well afterwards. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole right through the side, and then we'll have to extract all that coconut out, okay? So if I just put it on there and just give you a little test on how it's going to go, pick a nice side where you think it's going to sit level. I think there is going to be nice. And as you can see, it cuts through quite nicely, and you get a lovely smooth hole at the end of it as well. Doesn't go through as fast as obviously another wood bit would go through. But with a bit of patience, you'll get through it. And as soon as you feel it start to stop, you'll know then you've got through into the coconut, because the fibre inside is going to clog up the edge of the saw. But you just got to persist. I'm just going to remove this piece now. Right, there you go. That was super easy to drill through that. Now we've got through it. Just tap that out. I'm not sure if you can see in there now, but all you've got to do now is basically get a screwdriver in there and just very, very carefully pop that little lid off. Look, and you've got the coconut now inside. And now all you've got to do is take that, get your screwdriver again, push a hole through it like that. You can take a chunk out and then drink that nice milk if you like. And that, as I've found, is the best way and easiest way to get through a coconut. So now you can tip out the milk. I've got a little pot here somewhere. Right, just found a little glass. Now we can just tip that milk out of there. It's quite a lot in this one. Nice fresh coconut. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Very good for you, that is, guys. Don't throw that away. Oh, that's good. There you go. Shot of coconut milk. Can't beat that. Super good for you. Right then, basically, guys, just press it with your thumb around. Might be a little bit... Oh, that is a bit stiff, that one. I thought I'd manage it. Sometimes they're a little bit more loose in the shells than others, but you don't want to really damage the hole, so just keep going in, but press down underneath and you'll hear it pop away, and then you'll get the hole started, and then you can slowly but surely dig it all out. It does take a bit of time, guys, but it's worth it in the end. I'll get back to you when I've dug it all out. I normally do it with a screwdriver and a little spoon and get behind it and push it out from the back, okay? Right, there you go, guys, all cleaned out, nice and hollow. And like I just said before, you can drill out any side that you want, whether it be the top. You can drill the top out there, you can drill the bottom out, wherever you want. Now, when I used to breed zebra finches many years ago, I used to make these as little nests for them, and I used to put a little drill hole through the top, a little bit of stick, put the stick in there, hook the string through with a little hook on, and hang them all over the aviary. And they used to go in there and make some beautiful little nests and bring up their babies in there. So, and you can use them as well for outside, for blue tits, bigger ones, if you can get hold of them, even that size they may nest in it. Just put a smaller hole but further up, and angle it forwards, you know, just make sure you get a little rainproof lid or something over the top. Anyway, I'm getting away from the job here. Anyway, so we got that all cleaned off, cleaned out, hole drilled, and now what I've got to do is I've got to cover that now in some now I'll tell you, there's another little trick what you can do as well. You can keep that, if you want to be really fancy, you can glue it back there like a little door, so it looks like a little door going in. I might do that actually. That'd be a good little idea. I've done that before in the past. So I'm going to set up now, get some plants, and we can glue all these little bits on. Yeah, it's so much fun, guys, making these little things. They're so easy to go and buy, so you can make them so much easier, and you can personalize things like this as well. You know, do it with the kids, you know, and you can say what plants do you want to put on, look what type of lighting they need, all that kind of stuff. And like I say, with these little hole saws, like these little diamond bits, they'll drill through clay pots, they'll drill through wood, they'll drill through anything. Maybe not as quick like I said, but it's a lot safer than drilling through with these other bits like these here, like those guys, because if you miss with that, you're going to give yourself a right world of pain, because I know the drill bit goes in and then it's going to cut through. It'll do the job, but the old diamond cutters leave a neater hole, less likely to vibrate around, and you're going to save your fingers that way. And I've got lots of different hole kinds, different ones, sizes to drill through different things, mostly wood and steel with those, but I prefer to use these little diamond bits. Right, I've got a nice little Anubis Nana there, which I thought we could put on, and some nice Riccia, which I've been growing out in my tanks. You know, I've always got Riccia in my tanks for breeding and different things. Now then, the guys at Maxspect sent me this coral glue gun, and some of you have asked if you can use this with plants, and the answer is yes, you can. It's safe to use obviously in any aquarium stuff, because it's safe to use with your corals, gluing them to frag plugs and things of that nature. So we're going to use this, which is basically, it's a variation of super glue, and you get a lot of it, and it's a lot easier to use, and you don't stick your fingers together and all that great stuff. And you can put the cap back on, and it's easy to take off later on when you want to use it again. So I think what we should do first is, you've always got one hole there. Now I like to put a little bit more. I'm going to drill out one more of these holes just so I can push in that root of that Anubias there into that hole. Okay, I don't have to do that, and if you just get a pair of scissors, you can just push that through there enough. There's nothing else in it now, and scrape that around in there, and there you go, you've removed one of those eyes. And that's what you do. If you want to get a drink, you can drill out one of those and one of those, stick a straw in there, and you're away if you want to have a drink anytime. But that is what I'm going to do there. Now with that, I'm just going to actually pop that inside there when I'm not throwing it away, put one of those roots inside, and then I'm just going to cap that. But first of all, I'm going to stick this on the top. Now don't worry about it if it's got a bit of water in it, because this stuff will actually go off underwater, this glue. Just pop that on top of the glass, and then I'm basically just going to squeeze some little blobs all around. Obviously not on that hole just at the moment. And then basically you just stick that on the top. Lightly depress that down, and that water will set that off, and straight away we've got a nice little haircut on this guy. Now you can boil these beforehand. This is going to float for a little while until it sinks, or if you'd like to speed the process up, okay, what you can do is stick it in a pan of boiling water. That will release some of the tannins, okay, meaning that's the brown tannins that comes out of the wood and tans and stains your water brown. If you don't want that, boil it first, it'll help it sink quicker as well. But when it's got all these plants on, if you want it to sink quicker, all you got to do is put a little stone in there first to take it to the bottom, and then let those air bubbles, let that water soak into it, and then you'll be away. So it looks quite funky as it is, to be honest, but I want to put this Anubias in there as well. And now what I've got to do is look underneath, where that hole was, which is right there. Open that up. Bit of glue inside, and then you just stick that little guy onto there and basically just hold it down for a, look at that, as quickly as that it's gone off. That water activates it and you've got a lovely little hide there. And I think what I'll do is I'll glue that little door on, I think, just for a laugh. Put a piece on there like that and just stick that on there. Hold that for a minute and let that go off. And there you go, guys, as quick as that. It's stuck to the side. We've got a little door and a lovely little shrimp hide, which I think they're going to find absolutely amazing. And you can stick other bits on the side as well. I've got some other bits here. I think what I might do is I might put a little couple of blobs around here on the back of the door and things as well, which will look quite nice. So I'll get some more of that Rickia out for one of my tanks. Oh well, guys, there you go. Put a little bit more on this side. Bit of Soswasatang there, which is going to grow. And there we go. You got a lovely little Hobbit house from the Shire for your shrimps. Super easy to make. Get down the shops if you haven't got plants of your own. You can pick some little bits up, some little moss pots, glue it on. This Maxspect gun is actually, it's amazing for sticking this stuff on, as you just saw me make this. So if you want to go out and grab yourself one of these, I'll link it in the description below if you want to grab one. And they're good for so many different uses all around the place. Whether you've got marine tanks, freshwater tanks, gluing stones together, wood to stones, stones to wood. Yes, guys, go and grab yourself one of these. I'll link it in the description below, and you can have some fun like I just did as well. Anyway, I better show you this little guy in the tank as well. Ah, well, there you go, guys. There it is. It's in the tank, looking good. All those little diamond tetras that we bred a while back now have all grown up, as you can see. I'll have to get rid of some of these guys soon. I think they're growing too big. They're all exploring their new little Hobbit cave. The shrimps will be out tonight. They'll be hiding in amongst there. And I've got a couple of Crebensis in there as well, which might take up house in the little Hobbit hole. Who knows? Anyway, guys, hope you liked that little episode. As always, take care. Love you loads. You're all stars. And I'll see you on the next episode of Marks Aquatics. Bye for now.
Just me and my guitar.